Hi, my name is Paul Kelly, founder of Play Make Believe, and I'm here with my son Charlie at our most favorite place, Toys R Us. At least, well, we still can be. When we started this project, we had no idea that Toys R Us would file for bankruptcy and ultimately decide to close all of its stores. Now that the largest toy retailer in the United States is going away, our nonprofit takes on a whole new level of importance. Toys for Tots is a great charity that receives tremendous support for 2 months out of the year. But what about the other 10 months? I understand how important play is to a child's creative development, and that is why our nonprofit, Play Make Believe, will strive to foster creativity year-round. In addition to providing toys, our nonprofit will introduce kids to design and manufacturing as part of STEM education. We will work with kids to develop, model, and 3D print their own unique toys based on their own original designs.
Let's talk about how we'll engage with some of the key stakeholder groups at Play Make Believe. Our main stakeholder group, our reason for existing, is the kids we're helping. These include both the kids receiving the toys and the kids who will be creating the toys. To engage with the kids receiving toys, we'll first engage with their guardians. We'll solicit applications through our website and social media pages. Our ongoing communications will happen through a secure website. For the kids creating toys, we'll first engage with the schools and teachers to identify potential student participants. We will then establish communication through their guardians to secure the students' participation. Once our engagement with the kids is established, our ongoing communication will happen through our secure website. Our initial communications with the potential mentors and donors will be more direct than those seeking to engage the kids. This will include direct communications through emails, phone calls, and networking contacts to individuals and companies who would likely provide mentors or who might be willing to donate or to sponsor Play Make Believe. We will also leverage our social media and website platforms to solicit mentors. So what is the mission and vision of Play Make Believe? The mission is to provide joy, enrichment, empowerment, and service opportunities to underserved youth through the introduction of technology education in order to give back to the community. The mission speaks to providing immediate, near-term, and long-term value. In the immediate term, through the enrichment and enjoyment the kids will gain in designing and printing the toys. In the near term, through giving the toys to younger kids. In the mid-range, by sparking interest in working with and studying technology through mentoring. And also by providing a foundation for students to pursue higher education, particularly encouraging the pursuit of study in STEM disciplines. And in the long term, by helping set students on a path that will lead to long-term success, setting the stage for a virtuous cycle of giving back, all which speaks to our vision, which is a future where people from all backgrounds benefit from the latest technology. So how will Play Make Believe know it is succeeding in its mission and vision? Let's take a look at the organization's goals from the short term through the long term. Our immediate goals focus on putting all of the legal requirements, plans, people, finances, and systems in place to set Play Make Believe up for success. Then our goals in the 1 to 3 year time frame include learning from early pilot operations and making necessary adjustments to ensure long-range success. Our 3 to 5 year goals include expanding the capabilities and reach of the organization. Our long-term goals, 8 to 10 years and beyond, focus on measurable gains for participants in post-secondary and graduate level education in general, gains in STEM-focused post-secondary and graduate level education, as well as income growth for former program participants.
Hello, my name is Jorge Palacios, and I will be discussing the organizational chart, board composition, financial management plan, and the volunteer management plan. Organizational chart. So during the early stages, the organizational chart for Play Make Believe will be made up of just 4 elements: a board of directors, a chief executive officer that would also double as a chief financial officer, a program manager, and volunteers. The board of directors will be made up of volunteers that will help guide and monitor the organization. They will help in the creation of policy to help guide the organizational mission and direction. Additionally, they are also responsible for the hiring and firing of the CEO. The CEO, CFO is the leader and face of Play Make Believe. They would be responsible for the overall health of the organization as well as carrying out the strategic plans laid forth by the board of directors. They are also responsible for marketing, obtaining partnerships, and all fundraising activities. They would report to the board of directors and oversee the program manager. The program manager's initial responsibilities will be to secure event locations, toy production sales, youth mentoring, and recruiting and managing volunteers. Our volunteers would assist the program manager with any duties that they need. This may include setting up and overseeing the success of events, filing of paperwork, youth mentoring, marketing, and advertisement. Board of Directors. The Board of Directors will be made up of 6 area expertise members: a president, vice president, technology director, educational director, production and sales director, and a communications marketing director. Financial marketing plan. During the initial stages of Play Make Believe, the CEO will be the only one that manages the finances, and it'll all be done through the use of Microsoft Excel. We plan on sharing the quarterly reports to our stakeholders via email, and our board members will receive an additional hard copy in person at quarterly meetings. Our CEO will be paid an annual salary of $50,000 a year, and the program manager will be paid $42,000 a year. Volunteer management. Volunteers will play a large and significant role within Play Make Believe, as they are what make many nonprofits successful. In order to recruit and retain high-quality volunteers, our volunteers will undergo a comprehensive orientation and training programs appropriate to a volunteer's role. In addition, they will be retrained periodically and reassured that they know how valuable they are to the organization.
It is important to acknowledge that there are external factors that influence why the kids that Play Make Believe seeks to help find themselves at a disadvantage compared to their peers. For this reason, Play Make Believe sees that the organization will improve the likelihood of reaching its long-term goals by engaging in policy advocacy. At a high level, this advocacy would center around a few areas: improving the primary and secondary education these students receive in STEM areas, increasing their opportunities for STEM exposure beyond school hours, improving support for disadvantaged students in achieving post-secondary education, and addressing day-to-day barriers that prevent educational engagement. We can also participate in the advocacy events and campaigns organized by more established nonprofit organizations. See the links provided below. We have to be careful not to divert too much energy and resources towards advocacy, but there are simple ways we feel we can be impactful, even as a new profit.
So even though there's one less toy store in the world, that doesn't mean that people still can't play with toys. And at Play Make Believe, we want to make sure that people have toys for a long time to come. Thank you so much.